Hi everyone, welcome to Urban Food Forest. Today we are going to teach you how to make a greenhouse plan, which is a very important thing to do before you start building anything. I am Bea Zovenko, an agriculture student from the Philippines and the team leader of the Farm in the City project. Today we are going to have a virtual tour around the hydroponic greenhouse that we are building on top of a 220 square meter roof-deck space. So this greenhouse was designed by my friend Beatrice, who is also a civil and CAD engineer student from the Philippines.
Before we start, make sure to click on the subscribe button so that you will be updated in our next videos.
Alright, so this is the greenhouse design, and basically we made this for our Farm in the City project, which aims to bring agriculture to the city by building a functional and aesthetic greenhouse that will serve as a green space in a highly urbanized area, an agritourism spot, a garden classroom, and a go-to shop for farm fresh greens and ready-to-plant vegetable seedlings. Are you ready for an exciting tour? Let's go! This area that you can see on the screen is a roof deck space on top of a government building. It has a dimension of 11 by 20 meters, so in total, that's around 220 square meters. The plan is to use half of it in the construction of the greenhouse, and half is for the garden classroom, which is basically a relaxation and learning area for the visitors. Let's take a closer look first at the greenhouse. Okay, one of the first things you want to consider when building your greenhouse is where to place it. Since a greenhouse is a semi-permanent structure, you will want to carefully decide this first before constructing anything. It is ideal to build your greenhouse in a location that gets plenty of sunlight, of course, and will not be prone to flooding. So it is best to select a site that is flat and open, like the roof deck space that we have here. So if you're in the Philippines or in the northern climate, like Kentucky, Ohio, Kansas, and even parts of New Mexico and Arizona, the ideal location would be south or southeast of any existing structures. If you want to grow in the winter months, you might want to orient your greenhouse east to west to maximize the sunlight in the winter months. As you can see here on the screen, when the greenhouse is oriented this way, the crops inside the greenhouse receives the early morning sunlight, which is very important for the plants. With this kind of orientation, there's going to be even light conditions inside the greenhouse, and shading effects are also minimized. But then again, just like what I've mentioned a while ago, it really depends on your location. Now let's talk about the greenhouse materials.
But before we head on to that, be sure to visit our website that you can see in the video description below so that you will be connected to our friendly community of growers and as well as participate in our fun weekly challenges. You are watching Urban Food Forest. On with the show.
The canopy of this greenhouse has UV plastic sheet installed, which is a polyethylene material that is durable, tough, and weather resistant. So this sheet filters the harmful UV rays from the sun, but at the same time provides high light transmission for plant photosynthesis. The plastic thickness of this one is 150 microns, but you can opt for a thicker plastic such as 200 microns. Meanwhile, you can also use other materials such as acrylic sheet and polycarbonate sheet as substitutes, but if you're on a budget like us, the UV plastic sheet is the best option for you. Usually, a net shade is also installed just below the UV sheet to serve as an extra protection to the plants from the scorching heat of the sun. But it is optional and mainly depends on the temperature and light conditions in your area. So as you can see here on the screen, we have tomato, pepper, cucumber, and different varieties of lettuce. And these crops are grown using the state-of-the-art watering technology known as hydroponics. So unlike soil gardening, we use nutrient water to grow these crops. Pests and weeds are very minimal, and we have extreme control over everything. We are the masters of our plant environment, and it's mainly up to us to create the perfect nutrient mixture, temperature, humidity, and growing schedule. Now I'm going to show you the different types of hydroponic systems that we have in our greenhouse. There are two kinds of hydroponic systems in this greenhouse. The nutrient film technique, also known as NFT, and the Kratky hydroponic system. The NFT systems are the ones that look like ladders on the sides, and in this vertical type system, a very shallow stream of water containing all the dissolved plant nutrients is delivered through a water pump and recirculated past the roots of the plants in a watertight galley, also known as channels. Below the channel, you can see here a big container or reservoir that can hold 100 liters of nutrient water. So when you construct your greenhouse in the future, you will want to insulate this with a cloth or any opaque material so that it won't heat up when the sun strikes your greenhouse. There are a total of 7 NFTs in this greenhouse, and for each NFT, there are 6 channels containing 13 holes each. So in total, these NFTs can grow 546 heads of leafy vegetables such as lettuce, kale, arugula, and spinach. If you want to know how to make your DIY NFT system for only less than $100, you may follow the link that you can see on the screen. Meanwhile, the Kratky systems are the ones that you can see in the middle of the greenhouse. In this system, no additional inputs of water or nutrients are needed after the original application. The net cups containing your plants are suspended directly above our reservoir of water containing essential nutrients in solution. So compared to the NFT, this one is cheaper but requires more maintenance. There are a total of 35 Kratky boxes in this greenhouse, and each box has 18 holes each. That means in just a month of growing, you can have a total of 630 heads of greens that you can share to your families and friends and even sell to your community. If you want to know the particular materials that you'll be needing to construct your own DIY Kratky system, just follow the link that you can see on the screen. Alright, now let's have a tour at our garden classroom. In front of the greenhouse, you can see a beautiful open space with grass, 4 wooden tables and chairs, and our project logo. It's 100 square meters in total, and it's going to be a green space that is open for everyone who just wants to sit, relax, eat, and drink coffee. It will also be our mini events space where we are going to hold our community trainings and seminars about hydroponics and urban gardening in general. And that's it! I hope you like your video tour and you learned something from it. This project is composed of 5 members, including me, and we are going to be the one to transform this 3D greenhouse design into reality. The good news is we are going to share our journey to you guys, from planning to constructing to transforming that roof-like space into an edible jungle filled with greens. That's why don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you won't miss any videos that we'll be uploading here soon. Happy growing!